Yes, hello everyone. May I please get a confirmation whether my audio is clear and my presentation is clear, sir?
Yes, Shrivaksha, go ahead.
Sir, I'm Maria. Okay, anyways. Hello everyone. Firstly, a very good evening and a warm welcome to each one of you all. I am Maria Titus, 20 CZPT 16, your coordinator for this event. It's nice to have all of you with us. Today is going to be fun and indeed interesting. Natural Science Association presents an entire week filled with interesting and fun events. We at NSA have put together 5 events as a part of Call of the Wild. Fauna Through the Lens, Creative Writing, Snake Rescue Webinar, Talk on Wildlife Photography. As everyone knows, all the crazy photographers were given a beautiful opportunity by the team of NSA to show their talent. It was indeed an album of great photos. I am happy to welcome all of you to a fun-filled event of today's, that is Faunal Friends in Our Surroundings. Today, we have 34 wonderful pictures taken by our young budding photographers. We also have with us our beloved NSA coordinator, Jai Shankar sir, accompanied by our association members who have put in their efforts to make this event a successful one. A hearty welcome to them too. Now, I invite Jai Shankar sir to share a few words.
Thank you, Maria. Good evening, everybody. Dear students, participants from different combinations in the college and also from outside the college. Also, faculty members who have joined in. I see Professor Prithvi also with us. Thank you for your interest, Prithvi sir. This is the first day of the Wildlife Week that the Natural Science Association is celebrating. The National Wildlife Week is observed in the first week of October every year. And to commemorate that, the NSA has come up with series of week-long events, each day with a different type of activity. 3 different types of activities, including photography and documentary presentation tomorrow. And Wednesday, it's about creative writing. We have participants and we have received entries from different parts of the country as well. And the other 2 days, on Thursday and Friday, we have national level webinars, again related to the Wildlife Week. Thursday, the webinar is on photography. We have an external speaker, an invited speaker who is a renowned wildlife photographer, Mr. Harsha. And also on Friday, we have a webinar on snake rescue. So I request all the participants who have joined today also to attend all these week-long events that are organized by the Natural Science Association. Thanks to all the office bearers and the event in charges who have put in their efforts in organizing the events of the Wildlife Week. Thank you all. Over to Maria.
Thank you so much, sir. So yes, let's get started. Let's now see what our participants have to say about their photographs. Over to the first participant, ABISHEK MISHRA.
Yes, Maria, could you please change the slide? Like, photo is not visible.
Now?
No, I can't see.
No, I think it's fine. It's visible.
Okay. Okay, so this is porcupines. Yeah. So when I went to this here, But yeah, now it is visible now. Okay. So these are porcupines. When I went to Bannerghattan National Park, there are a lot of animals, but I was attracted to this because not only because they have spines and they're cute, but like they are in the group, they are having some family time sleeping together. So I thought to share this image here. And really, I want to say that these animals are what the spines they are having. This is called quills actually. And as we see in the animations that they can throw their spines or quills there, but nothing like that. They cannot throw. It's attached with them only. And one incident I want to tell, when I went to click the peak of this porcupines, the last one was like it was awake before, but when it saw that I am clicking the peak, then it was pretending to sleep. So that's all I want to say about the peak.
Thank you, Abhishek. Next, we have Achut.
Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, yes, you are.
Hello? Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. This photo was taken in my backyard. It was a normal evening. I was roaming with my camera. And this photograph made me realize what patience is. So I found 2 to 3 of these dragonflies. And the most curious thing that made me to take this pic was before takeoff, they make their wings to a 4 segments. They move their wings like a bike lever for 3 to 4 times before they take off. So it took many time to take this pic, and I think this is one of my best. Thank you.
Next, Alan.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Alan, you are.
Yeah, this I took from my church. I went to church and I was playing basketball. Near that, there was some grass, and I took a break after playing and I was sitting. So I just saw through the grass. I don't know this insect name. Still no, I don't know this name. But it took furious about that greenish thing, and I took it a photo. So it was nice to see. I don't know still know what is the name, but it was nice. Thank you.
Basil.
Hello. Yeah, so this photo was taken in my backyard garden. So it was my normal morning. So these millipedes keep coming out in the monsoon season. So occasionally every morning I see them cross by my lawn, and I actually find this really cool how they move away in the grass. So this photo took a lot of patience, and I really like this photo because you could clearly see the antennae of the millipede and how it actually moves through the grass. Uh, yeah, and you can see my house, and like, so basically this was taken right in my backyard. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Next, Grisha.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Grisha.
Okay, so I actually took this photo when I was at a relative's place for the weekend, and I was debating between this one, like submitting this one, and a really intense picture of a male Asian koel. But yes, I chose this one simply because I had never seen it before, and also because of how much effort it took to get the picture. So like I saw a lot of new birds that day, and also some that I've seen before, like bulbuls and parrots, I think. But most of them were moving around so much that I couldn't get a picture that wasn't blurry. So like after finally an hour of waiting and staying really still, I got this one, and it was just a really happy moment for me, which is why I submitted this one.
Going to the next participant, Kyra.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so these are Craig Martins. They are commonly found in mountains of North Africa and Arabian Peninsula. I took this photograph on my window. I found it quite fascinating to see not one but three birds sitting calmly at my window. And these Craig Martins caught my eye because they seemed unbothered by the presence of us humans, and they continued to come to my window for 3 days in a row, which was quite unusual to see. Thank you.
Thank you, Kyra. Next, we have Kirtana.
Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So as you can see, this picture is of a paper wasp building its nest. I clicked this using my phone, Redmi Note 8, at my home in the terrace. The paper wasp was building its nest on the nerium plant. So talking about the wasp, it basically collects plant fibers and mixes it with its saliva to build the nest. The material of this nest is paper-like, and that's how the wasp got its name. Coming to how I clicked this picture, it was quite challenging to click as I did not have any additional macro lens uh, clipped onto my phone, neither did I have a tripod. There is a saying that the ultimate skill in photography is achieved through patience and practice and not through the equipment. So clicking pictures on a daily basis is more of a routine to me. I wouldn't term it as practicing photography because this is something that I do out of my passion for the art. I try to observe the little things around me that turn out to be the most fascinating ones. And patience, of course, this wasp helped me with that as well. The wasp was busy building its nest. It kept moving around, flying to other plants, and I had to wait for that one moment when it would take some time off and let me click. I had to keep my hands stable to ensure that there is no distortion in the click. My hands did ache, but the click was worth the wait. And this was also the first time that I got to witness a paper wasp building its nest. And this encounter pushed me further to know more about it. So this was indeed a very special click for me. So looking forward to click many more and learn from them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kirtana. That was a good bunch of information you've given us. Next, Hrishikesh.
Hi, Maria. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Hi. So my name is Rishikesh. I'm from 20 MCB 17, and this is my neighbor's dog photo. His name is Thor. He's an odd-eyed husky and a Alaskan Malamute mix. I'm really fond of dogs, and as Keetana said, yeah, photography requires a lot of patience, and this photo describes the majesty, the supremacy of the dog. But believe me, he is the complete opposite of that. He is the naughtiest, and he's the most restless, and he's the most happy dog I've ever seen. It took me around 2 hours to make him this calm and to make him sit there. He was around 6 months old when I took this pic, and it turned out to be great. I took this photo with my iPhone and did a bit of color corrections. But yeah, it was my most good experience while taking the pic. I always take photos of other dogs as well. I am a dog photographer as well. So, but yeah, this was the most challenging pick, and which turned out to be the greatest one. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Over to the next participant, Maria.
Good evening, am I audible?
Yes, Maria.
Yeah, so this is a photo of a millipede which is taken in my grandmom's backyard. It is in Chennai. So yeah, it's near to the beach, so you can see a lot of reptiles and insects there. This photo is it caught my eye. It was it's the first millipede that I've seen like perfect. Normally I see disfigured ones in Bangalore. So yeah, this photo came out pretty well. It also aroused my curiosity in millipedes. Google also told me that it had like 1,000 legs. That's why it's called millipede. And it also made me count the number of legs that this had, and it had only 160 or so. So yeah, this was one of my best pick. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Prabha. Prabha? All right, moving on to the next participant, Prayash.
Hi, my name is Prayash Portagur. I'm from Guwahati, and I took this picture from my rooftop. I love this picture. I love this picture because it has both the golden hour and animal, a bird. So the combination is great, I think. And if I tell about my experience, it was a great experience because for shoot a bird or animal, you have to be patient, and yeah, first you have to be basically study the animal or the bird to shoot, and yes, it was a great experience. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Prithvi sir. So basically, it was a great pleasure to have you, sir. So let us witness the picture taken by Prithvi sir.
Yeah. Hello, good evening, everyone. This actually we can say eager flies, but I just got to know from Jaishankar sir is that these are called dipterian flies. So unlike other flies, these give live birth, not lay eggs, it seems. Thanks, Jaishankar, sir, for the information. Uh, I just thought this as eager flies. That's all I know. But then I was actually exploring my camera settings. In fact, this was taken in my mobile phone, in fact, from S21 Ultra. So I was exploring macro mode. So I thought, okay, I'll go to terrace and explore something. So this was just there, this scene. So I just took this picture. Only thing is, you can't get that detailing with a mobile photography, but in fact I felt on one side this is a great picture, but if you go to other angle, you can't get this type of picture. So I tried taking this from various angles. Of course I just got like 10 to 15 seconds hardly. um, um, then yeah, this was the best angle I felt, and I just sent this. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We are indeed happy to have you with us. Moving to the next participant, Sakshi.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sakshi David. Actually, I'm from Karunya University, Coimbatore. So, yeah. Actually, I was just roaming around my garden and I just found this spider. Can you just show me the picture? It's not visible. Yeah. Actually, I found this spider when I was roaming around the garden. So, spiders are some of the most fascinating with the unique personality creature on this earth and that are sorely misunderstood and feared on a cultural level. Although I'm certain that spiders seek me out just to be annoying, there's no evidence that they spend any time surveying the land to find just the right spot to crawl about or to build those webs. Instinct takes over, and the spider does what the spider needs to do without making a list. Let's do, I was just so inspired by this picture. Um, and yeah, and it's my honor that I have got this perfect click. And I took this picture on my phone. It's an iPhone. And I did some editing and all. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sakshi. We are happy to have you from Coimbatore. Next, Shivani.
Okay, I'm Shivani from BBZ. So this is the picture of a praying mantis. Am I audible? I'm so sorry.
Yes, yes.
Okay, this is a picture of a mantis that I took in my backyard. He loves posing for photos and he responds whenever I move my finger in front of him. I once saw him eat an ant and I did take a video of it. So yeah, I do have a lot of memories with him. He's been there in the garden for 2 months. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
I had a lot of fun doing this.
Thank you. Next, Sri.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Sri Pragya, not Sri, actually.
Okay.
This pic was taken in Sringeri temple. I had actually been there to capture the architecture of the temple, but found this and I felt special because, ultimately our aim is conservation of these animals, right? So that we should teach our future generation how to treat animals and how to behave with them. So I felt this picture did that work. Thank you.
Thank you. To the next one, Sudha.
So, hi, this is Sudarshini, and this tiny little crab you're seeing in the picture, which I took in a beach nearby. First, when I came to know about this event, photography event, the first picture which flashed in my mind is a picture of a crab. So, I was waiting for a few days because it's raining heavily here, so it's not like we can't go to beach. So I was waiting, and at some point of view, I thought I couldn't capture a crab because it's raining, of course. So I captured a few birds too, and while capturing, I learned wildlife better when I get to capture them through our eye. And one day, the weather seems good. I went to the beach, and sadly, the crabs were few, and the rocks were slippery too. And it's kind of adventure to capture this. So I think all these made this picture close to my heart. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Teresa.
Hello everyone, I'm Teresa Seasonal. The caption that I gave for this picture is nurturing the next generation because it has both adult wasps and the larvae. I shot this picture using my mobile phone and an additional 25 mm lens. I just bought the lens a month back and this was the first phase of testing the lens. I went to the front yard and started taking some random pictures, and that's when I noticed the paper wasp with the eggs inside them. For days, I watched the paper wasp and saw the eggs growing and how the adult ones nurtured the larvae, and hence the name, Nurturing the Next Gen. I almost shot all the stages of the paper wasp, but unfortunately, I couldn't shoot the fully grown wasp coming out of the nest. This was one of my first macro shot, which I love very much, and I thought I will submit this one. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Trisha. Okay, Trisha has informed me that she is not able to join because of the network issue. So moving on to the next participant, Utkrish. Okay, to the next participant, Vanya.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Vanya. So I'm not really a professional photographer or anything. I mean, I really love taking pictures, but I'm not really good at it. So when I read about this event, I didn't really pay much attention to it. But then a few hours later, I happened to take this picture and I thought maybe I should try out, as I thought it was like really fitting to the theme Faunal Friends in Our Surroundings. So yeah, when I took this picture, I was on the terrace with my dogs, and then I suddenly saw something moving on the tree. I went closer and I saw this little guy there. He looked really focused, like he was on some sort of a mission. And so my neighbors have like this big window into which you can clearly see into their kitchen. They normally keep it closed, but for some reason it was open that day. So like in a span of few seconds, the squirrel ran into the kitchen and then he ran back onto the tree with half a chapati in his mouth. And honestly, it was like straight out of a Disney movie. I really wish I could have taken a video because it was just so cute, but unfortunately, my phone is always low on storage space. So I managed to take this picture somehow. So yeah, that was my experience taking this picture. And as I said earlier, I thought it really suited the theme, and it kind of shows the blending of our two worlds and how animals have adapted to the human environment. Thank you.
Thank you. That was indeed interesting. Moving on to the next, Varshita. Varshita, your voice was breaking. Yes, now you are.
A million leaves withered. I see the dying spring. The green lives to grow brown and winnowed in the winds of despair. Good evening, everybody. Myself, Varshita Hegde, 20 CZBT 55. The picture you see on your screen is taken 2 months back in Mangalore. Yes, the city which is famous for its exquisite delicacies and serene climatic condition. Rather, a place where you find nature at its best. So basically, I'm into fitness, but due to the lockdown and stuff back then, all the gyms were closed. Therefore, I had to find an alternative to keep myself active and back on track. That's when I hit upon the idea for going for an evening walk. Well, it wasn't just a brisk walk though. As a person, I'm a very observant. I would go around 5 to 6 in the evening and would find something new every day. From the tiny flowerbird blooming to the birds intricately building their nest, everything would fascinate me. Since the coastal area were hit by the cyclone Taukte, there were times when it rained for days together. Well, this pic is taken in my phone, and trust me, there's no filter applied nor any editing done. Well, it just felt as if the heads of the peacock went all up the tank, seeking everyone's attention, screaming as loud as it possibly could, keeping its head upright, asking the rain god to stop pouring, assuring it was completely satisfied and has no more energy to dance. Thank you.
Thank you, Varshita. Next, we have Vatsal.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, so I took this photo of a very familiar squirrel in my garden a few days back. And I live in North India, so squirrels and different kinds of rodents are out and exploring when the monsoon retreats. And as to how I took this photo, I had been sitting outside in the sun patiently for 2 hours, I believe, when I finally got to get close to the squirrel. And I believe I was as close as 2 feet to it. It didn't run away, and I think it's because it had gotten familiar to me creeping around with my camera for the past few days. And I really like this. I really like this photo because although it took me around 20 to 30 shots, this specific one has the perfect focus and exposure without any editing and without any additional help in stabilizing my camera as I was standing on a stool. And I took this photograph on my DSLR with my 51.8 prime lens. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Vimalish. Moving to the next participant, Prerna.
Good evening, everyone. This picture shown on the screen is that of a dove captured from my phone. I visited Alipur Zoo, which is situated just behind my house. Basically, I am an animal lover, especially birds. Bird watching is an unusual hobby, but one which I enjoy thoroughly. I love to watch the birds that come and sit in our garden on the branches of the trees that grow there. Among these birds are the parrot, the crow, the cuckoo, and of course the sparrow. This picture captured on my phone camera is the best shot I have captured because the bird was really at close proximity to me, and that day light enhanced the overall quality of the picture. Birds are widely regarded as symbols of freedom and eternity due to their ability to soar into the skies. When I went near the bird, it somehow soothed me. It actually quiets our worried or troubled thoughts, enabling us to find renewal in the silence of the mind. White color of the pigeon attracted me the most. I may sound vague, but sometimes I feel animals are better in comparison to humans. Human beings are so mean that the species of dove have been severely exploited for the wild bird trade. Habitat loss is also responsible for driving the species to the brink of extinction. The top human causes of bird extinction involve increased human population, destruction of habitat, bird trafficking, egg collecting, pollution, um, pollution, pesticide, herbicides directly impacting them as well as the plant and the animal food birds eat. And of course, global warming. Due to the increasing human population, people seek additional space from what was once wild. This is a major contributor to extinction. We can save birds by doing little things like I do every day by providing a source of water for them to drink. Further, we can elevate bird feeders and plant native plants and trees for them. This was a wonderful experience to visit the zoo and notice the lifestyle. There were many other animals, but I feel birds should be set free in the clear sky and not restricted in the cages. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving to the next participant, Smriti.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Smriti, you are audible.
Yeah, so this photo was taken on an old gate in my backyard on my iPhone. And why was it my best work is the colors of the spider and the details are so apt, and that's why I thought it was one of my best works. You can even see the tiny little hair-like structures on their legs. Um, it was an amazing experience because of the rain that's happening now, and it was so difficult to step outside and to get proper lighting to take a photo. But I was able to capture this beautiful creature in natural lighting, and it was a surreal and exciting experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next participant, we have Malavika.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, this is my friend's pet cat. So I had to take this photo when I went there for a sleepover. And my experience was pretty good because I have never interacted with a cat before. So that was the first time when I interacted with him. And he's pretty nice. And I got a chance to take a photo, like I'm not an animal photographer or so. So my experience was pretty good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next, we have Basundhara.
Hey everyone, this is Vasundhara from the MCB. And basically, I clicked this picture. It's a cactus surrounded by beautiful shells, as you can see. The idea of this photography basically came from my uncle's backyard. He is a big nature enthusiast and he has all these varieties of cactus and wildflowers and hanging trees and God knows so many beautiful things. So when I got to know about this photography event, I really wanted to capture something, as a tribute to him also because he is a very important part of my life. So when I saw this cactus, I was like, okay, this is something. And I made sure to click it in a portrait mode so that the theme, like the main cactus is visible and the shells are a little blurred surrounded by it. And I had a very fun time clicking this one because it took me a lot of patience, but because in order to find something beautiful in that nursery, I had to like roam a whole thing. So I found this and I clicked this one and it was a beautiful thing. Thank you.
Thank you. We have next Aditi.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a picture of a flock of spoonbills, and I clicked this picture yesterday when I went on a trip to Chikbalapur with a group of bird watchers. So this was one of the pictures I clicked in the lake, and it turned out very well, so I decided to submit it. Thank you.
Thank you, Aditi. Next, we have Ramita.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, Ramita.
Yeah, actually, I took this pic on my terrace. One day I was just walking on my terrace and I found this beautiful one sitting on the rope. But unfortunately, I didn't have my mobile with me. But by the time I just rushed to get my mobile, it had flew away. And then I thought, okay, maybe I cannot capture this. But after some 5-10 minutes, it came sat, and in that I think it was there for some 30 seconds. In the 30 seconds, I just took the pic of this in every angle possible. I love this photo because of the detailing I got on the wings, and so I submitted it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramita. Next, we have Yuvraj. Okay, moving on. We have Yamuna.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, Yamuna, you are.
Okay, this is a picture of mantis. Actually, I took this at my home during a night time. So I put the flash. This insect was facing towards me when I put the flash. Like it poses for my photo. I love this picture. Basically, I used to take the photos of insects, whatever I see, wherever I see, and I have a very great passion in taking these photographs. Among these, this sounds very best. That's all.
Thank you. Next, we have Sharat. Okay, so I don't think Sharat is here. Moving on, we have Anish.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, Anish, you're audible.
Yeah, so good evening. First of all, I'd just like to thank the team for giving me this opportunity. And going into the photo, this was a photo that I captured. I was actually doing my morning workout on the terrace, and I just happened to see these two squirrels. They were not exactly in this position, and they were just fooling around on the same tree. So I just decided to get my camera out and wait for it. And I had to wait for something around 15-20 minutes before I actually got the shot. And this is not technically a great shot, but what I love about the shot is given through my caption that it's a squickus. And that was basically me just cutting the word squirrel and kiss together. So what I wanted to convey with the shot is that with our conservation and efforts, we are missing out on such small moments that are happening all around us and that are part of Mother Nature. And that it's these small moments that actually make it so wonderful. And we are just getting so caught up in conservation and wildlife habitat protection and anti-poaching and preventing species from extinctions and all that we tend to miss these wonderful and amazing instances that are happening in the wild. And that we are most of us are just doing the conservation because we want these species to be for our future generations. We want them so that they bring balance to the ecosystem, and just for us to see them or something. But I would like to believe that these are also like humans. They too have emotions, and they too have their own lives, and this it's a wonderful thing if we just pay attention to it. And with that, I'd like to submit this photo. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anish. Moving on to the last participant, we have Sharat Shaji Thomas.
Good evening, guys. I'm Sharat Shaji from second year CZBT. I took this picture from a place known as Vellaini from Trivandrum, Kerala. So basically, after having my classes in Bangalore and returning for a vacation back to Kerala, I got a chance to visit my friend, and he lives in a place which is really beautiful, which is having a great backwaters, and also which is close to the coastal area, that is beaches and all. So in Vellaini, it is famous for almost many birds, and I went there not for taking any birds picture or any animals, or I didn't have any plan of that. I was just taking my camera. I'm having a DSLR. I took that only for taking my friends and pictures with me, but unfortunately I saw that that place was far more beautiful. So I got to I got a number of pictures of this ducks, and why I selected this one was among that all ducks, we can see n number of ducks. Like literally, it's impossible to count. Like it was, if you see the whole big picture, it's like technically a lot of birds were there, and in that, the ducks which is having the green neck was very few in number, and that was so unique. And my caption for this picture was also be unique in a crowd. So also, if these birds one or two are going in a direction, everyone used to go in the same way. So that teamwork and the uniqueness was so special among them. uh, Actually, we humans should study something from them, and that unique bird made this picture more unique. That's it.
Thank you so much. Yes, guys, and also thank you to all the participants for the wonderful sparking photographs you people have submitted. So yes, guys, we have reached the almost the end of this event, but now I request Prithvi sir to share his thoughts about this event. Over to Prithvi sir.
Thank you so much. So, this is the first time I am participating in this kind of event. I never submitted photography, or I never participated in any photography events or something. I just wanted to give a try, and I just requested Jai Shankar sir. He was like, "Oh, please, sir, please submit your." I was very happy, and then I tried. Uh, I felt really good. This event. Um, I would say like you have got some 30 odd entries, and that's really great. And also we have a lot of things to learn from here. That's what I felt. It's not just about photography is not just about technical things, or whether you're good at it or bad at it or anything like that. It's about your passion. If you're someone who is passionate about photography, definitely that thing is for you. You don't have to be really good in capturing everything. You just have to love that process. That's all. Everything is in that process. You get to see that thing in your frame. You just take a picture of that. Whether people love it or not doesn't matter. In life also, we have to actually learn this thing. If you love to do something, you do it. You don't see whether people would give would love it or not. It's not about them. It's all about you and yourself. How you feel is important, is what I feel, in fact, always. That's why I just gave a try. And also one student uh, who shared her picture, she said, I am not good at it, but I just wanted to give a try. I love doing what I was doing. So I think you, you were passionate about that. You start learning. You start taking more and more pictures, so that you will learn, and would be better one day. And doesn't matter whether you're good or not, best or something. End of the day, it's all about learning. It's about the process that you enjoy. That's what I felt. And yeah, thank you so much for giving a platform, a wonderful platform, especially during this pandemic times. This concept of backyard photography was great. So thank you so much. Yeah, that's it from my side.
Thank you so much, sir. It was indeed a pleasure to have you here with us. Next, I now invite Selvapriya, 20 CZPT 17, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Acknowledging the good that you have is the foundation for all abundance. On behalf of all the members of the Natural Science Association, I extend my sincere gratitude to all the participants who came forward to showcase their talents. I thank the college management for helping us put our thoughts into action. I wholeheartedly thank our Natural Science Association coordinator, Mr. Jai Shankar sir. Thank you, sir, for all your efforts, ideas, and support. I also would like to thank all the core members of NSA who worked together to make this event successful. I thank Ms. Maria Titus for the effortless coordination. Last but not the least, I thank all the attendees who spent their time with us in sharing memories. It was indeed a pleasure being with you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Before everyone leaves, some general announcements are to be made. First thing, all the participants will be getting the certificates mailed to y'all. Secondly, I kindly request all of y'all to follow all our social media handles, especially Telegram, YouTube, and Instagram. Kindly follow and subscribe. Stay tuned for more fun and interesting events. Thank you so much, everyone.